Sky, I am the only Pokemon trainer who trains harder than the Pokemon themselves. If you enjoy watching Pokemon battles, subscribe to the channel. It's time for Poppy, the second member of the Elite Four. Another very interesting character. Just casually just tossing the Pokeball out there, and she sends out this giant monstrous Copper. Go on, Raja, smush him. Now, I've said before on the channel that I like the little stories behind these Elite Four trainers. Toxic Spikes, by the way, very important move. We're going to poison everybody. But I want a deeper story on Poppy. I want to know exactly what happened in this kid's childhood. So Pointed Stones, very interesting strategy from both trainers here. I'm using the Toxic Spikes. We have the Pointed Stones out. Now, Clodsire goes for the Toxic and mistake, as that does not affect the Copperaja here, and it looks like the poison moves are not good against Copperaja, but Copperaja attacks Clodsire down into the orange. We go Mega Horn here, and the bug type attack doesn't really do much against Copperaja, and high horsepower almost knocks out Clodsire, but Clodsire toughs it out. Again, if you're a newer player, this is one of the benefits of keeping a consistent team together throughout the whole game. The Pokemon, they fight for you, man. They stick in there and they give you that one little HP when you're otherwise would have been knocked out. But high horsepower knocks out Clodsire, and you know how much I like Clodsire if you've been watching this channel, but not very useful. We get the Toxic Spikes out there, but you know, against these steel types, I'm not sure how useful that poison is going to be. So looking at Dragonite here, we're looking at Dragonite so that we can use some water attacks, mainly Surf, and like we can try to make it rain. The Pointed Stones do hurt a little bit. Do we make it rain and then Surf? That is going to be the play here. So here comes the rain. And let's see, Play Rough is the move. Super effective fairy type move against the flying Dragonite, but we're able to withstand the KO and get one Surf off, which is good, but then Play Rough knocks us out, and it's not a great start here. It's not a great start against this little Poppy. Dragonite and Clodsire both down. Now, to take advantage of the rain, we go to Garchomp, and why Garchomp is because of Liquidation to take advantage of this rain. The Pointed Stones take off 15 HP. That's not going to hurt us that much. So here's the Liquidation. Can we knock out Copperaja? Yes, absolutely, indeed. Garchomp, a late addition to this team. You know, I'm sure that if you've explored the map enough, you know the spot I'm talking about with the level 65 Garchomp just chilling up there in the cave. So before going to the Clavel battle, we got this Garchomp in our playthrough of Pokemon Violet and just slotted it right in there, our highest level Pokemon, even higher than our starter, Meowscarada. So for Pokemon standing here after Clodsire and Dragonite are done. So what's the move here? Garchomp is going to come back out. The rain is still going, but we go to Pawmot. And let's see if Pawmot can take advantage of this flying Corviknight. Love to see a Corviknight because it was a huge member of my team in Pokemon Sword. Corviknight in the Hall of Fame for the Galar region in my playthrough of Pokemon Sword. That was a really fun time, and Corviknight is really useful. It's also a good competitive Pokemon with good defense stats, a good typing. It's got a great move set or great access to different moves. But here, let's see if we can put it away with some Thunder Punches. Almost knocks it out in one hit. The Brave Bird is going to do some damage on Pawmot, but the Recoil is probably going to knock it out, and yes, in fact, it does. So Brave Bird is a good move, but any powerful move like that, when you have the Recoil, being a Flareon user, I know a little bit about the Recoil, so you got to watch out for that. Poppy, why didn't you think of that? So let's move it along to Bronzong. So Flareon, you'd probably want to take some advantage of the steel type and, you know, melt that steel with fire, I should say. So The sociable Flareon comes out. Now, the rain, which we started, is going to hurt Flareon here. Not hurt it, but reduce the impact of the Lava Plume or the Flare Blitz, whichever one we end up using here. But I'm not that worried here. We have a 3-level advantage after our grinding, which you can watch our Terror Raid grinding. I always refer to us as us when I'm talking about this channel, and specifically this playthrough, because it's me and my 5-year-old little girl playing through the game together, so I always say us. Earthquake doesn't knock out Flareon here. Somebody do the math for me. How on earth does Flareon not get knocked out by the Earthquake? I really don't know, but I'll take it. It gets us an extra Lava Plume, and the second Earthquake does knock out Flareon. And so not in the greatest spot here against Poppy, but we can take solace in the fact that we did get a burn on it. We're going to need one quick attack to put away this Bronzong, but we only have 3 Pokemon remaining here, and Pawmot is at less than half health. So Meowscarada, you're going to have to come in and do the job. The Pointed Stones give us, you know, a little bit of damage here, but Bronzong is in trouble. The Toxic Spikes are out there, but the Levitate ability of Bronzong means that it doesn't get affected. So that's a great feature to go in and check the status of everything. I was confused for a second, why is this not poisoned, but the Levitate ability keeps it from getting poisoned. So we put away Bronzong, and Magnezone comes out here. And where do we want to go? Do we want to go Garchomp, or do we want to stick with Meowscarada? Because Pawmot is hurting with only 78 HP left, so can get a look at the team that we have here. Meowscarada, Pawmot, and Garchomp. The only choices left, Flareon, Clodsire, and Dragonite out for the count right now, but we're going to try to hold on here against Poppy. Here you can take a look at the movesets as well. We're going to stay with Meowscarada as Magnezone comes out. It's tough in this game for all of the YouTubers out there who are, you know, putting their camera somewhere on the screen. It's hard to find the right spot because there's a lot of important information on the screen, so you got to cover something. So I think I found my spot here in the on the left side. But the Flower Trick, not very effective, but Meowscarada should be able to hang in there with a 5-level advantage over Magnezone. Not thinking about terastallizing here because this is only the second battle of the Elite Four. The Night Slash, useful. Meowscarada's got to hang in there against the cannon, the Flash Cannon. Meowscarada hangs in there well. The next Night Slash, you know, I don't think it's going to get the job done, though. So we could always U-turn, but I don't think the bug attack is not effective. But we can get Meowscarada back and send out Garchomp here and see if Garchomp can put away this Magnezone. Or do we go to Pawmot here? Looks like that's what I decided to do. And so the Pointed Stones, though, hurts Pawmot. The Flash Cannon almost knocks out Pawmot, but it's not very effective. They're the electric type. So now what do? Can you get off a move here? It's a tricky game here when you rely on speed, unless you really know your stats here, and you really want to knock out a Pokemon. Unless you really know your speed stats, then it's not going to be worth the risk most of the time, especially if you only have one Pokemon at even close to full health. You got Meowscarada at 79, Pawmot at 16, so we got to revive somebody. So if that's the case, we look at our roster and see who we can revive. So we kind of sacrifice Pawmot here, and Pawmot, which is with the gutsy move to tough it out so that you don't feel sad. We bring Dragonite back, and you know, you hate doing it, but sometimes when you're in these battles, you just have to sacrifice your Pokemon. It feels so harsh. Like I have a strong conscience, and I don't want to send Pawmot out there just to get destroyed while I heal up somebody else, but Dragonite is at least halfway revived. Garchomp is still at almost full health, and we use the max potion to get Meowscarada back up and fully healed. The tri-attack takes out Pawmot here, and Poppy is hanging in there, but hey, so am I. Light screen wears off, so the light screen was helpful for Poppy's defense. So now we have to choose between a fully healed Meowscarada, an almost fully healed Garchomp, and Dragonite at half health. So Meowscarada comes back with the 193 HP, which goes down thanks to the pointed stones. Magnezone almost done here. We outspeed Magnezone, get in the Night Slash, and there's one Pokemon left until we are done with Poppy. Tinkaton. Good steel type. Tinkaton trying to bring out the hammer. And so we look to our roster, and there's got to be a way to counter the Tinkaton here. We look to Dragonite, who's going to come in and try to take care of this Tinkaton. I'm not scared. My last Pokemon will turn things around. Just so cute. Love Poppy. I am just craving more of a backstory on Poppy. Like, what happened with Poppy's parents? How did she get so good at trading Pokemon? I mean, she's got to be, what, like 5, 6, 7, 8 tops? I don't know. Like, that looks like a really, really young kid. Looks like my kid's age that I keep mentioning here on the channel. My kid, 5 years old, a pretty solid Pokemon trainer for a 5-year-old. But Poppy, elite, literally elite 4. So please give me an episode or 2 or 3 in the Pokemon Horizons new anime. Give me some backstory on Poppy. So Tinkaton with the fairy move takes out the dragon. All right, and now we got Garchomp and we got Meowscarada. The pointed stones are still out there. Garchomp and Meowscarada have already been affected by the pointed stones, so they're not going to be at full health, and Tinkaton can take advantage with a couple of powerful moves. We should be in pretty good shape here with 2 Pokemon in the green, not full health, but here we go. 7 level advantage. I'm almost embarrassed at how long this is taking me to get through, even with the advantage. The Gigaton Hammer. It's a powerful move, but Tinkaton's stats are not that great. So the Earthquake, the super effective move against this Tinkaton. The ground against the steel knocks out the Tinkaton, and Garchomp once again gets the job done. Newest addition to the team, making the biggest influence. So Poppy goes down. 2 more to go here in the Elite Four. Rika done. Poppy done. We are halfway through the Elite Four. So thank you folks for watching this video. If you are interested in seeing the rest of this Elite Four run and the rest of this whole Pokemon Violet run, then please make sure you subscribe to the channel. I am Ryudo. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.